chosen one. This message did not reach you by accident. Your spirit, your higher awareness, your divine connection, all of it guided you here at the precise moment you were meant to arrive. This is not just a video, this is a confirmation, a reminder that you were never meant to walk this path in isolation forever. So stay with me. What you are about to hear will shift something real inside you. This message is for those who have been called, the chosen ones. If it resonates, if it feels like it is speaking directly to your soul, type 777 inches, the comments right now. That is a sign of divine alignment. Claim it. Let it be known that the message has been received. And if you are new here, subscribe to Rise of the Chosen and tap the bell below. This is a spiritual space, not just a channel. Every message here is designed to activate the parts of you that are ready to rise. What it means to be a chosen one. Before you can find your tribe, you must first understand who you truly are. The label chosen one is not a title of ego, it is a spiritual responsibility. Being chosen by God means your soul agreed to a higher path long before you arrived in this physical life. You are not here to fit in. You are here to shift things, to awaken others, to live in alignment with truth when the world is consumed by noise and illusion. You have felt this your whole life. You looked around and wondered why others seemed satisfied with the surface while you were searching for something deeper. That was not restlessness. That was your soul calling you back to your origin. Chosen ones are spiritual carriers. You did not choose this path. It chose you. And no matter how hard you tried to blend in, the voice in your spirit never went quiet. Being chosen does not mean your life is easier. Your trials are deeper, your battles are heavier, but you are still here, still listening. That is not a small thing. That is divine endurance. That is proof you are marked for something greater. You may have grown up in environments that seem designed to crush your spirit, rejection, isolation, moments where no one understood you. But those environments were the training ground. That pain carved you out so that divine truth could fill you. You developed a kind of discernment that cannot be taught in any classroom. You sense when something is wrong before anyone says a word. You feel things others walk past without noticing. In a world that celebrates the shallow, your depth was labeled too much, too sensitive, too intense. But you were never too anything. You were simply awake in a world that was still sleeping. If you have ever felt like the outsider, the one who never quite fit, type 111 right now. This is your confirmation. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are chosen, and your path is sacred. Why your isolation was never punishment, it was protection. You have spent much of your life feeling set apart. You could be in a crowded room and still feel entirely alone. And you have asked yourself more than once, what is wrong with you? Nothing is wrong. You were being hidden, not forgotten. The Most High had to protect your anointing. The world was not ready for what you carry, and the truth is, neither were you yet. You were still discovering your gifts, still healing, still learning how to stand in your power without shrinking for others. Sacred work happens in solitude. Think about every powerful figure in spiritual history. Prophets went into the wilderness. Healers spent seasons in silence. Even the Messiah withdrew from the crowd before fully stepping into his mission. You are no different. Your discernment was being sharpened. Your spirit was being fortified. In isolation, you learned to rely on divine guidance rather than the world's approval. You began to hear the voice of the Most High without the noise of everyone's expectations, drowning it out. The people you wanted to walk with could not go where you are headed. Not everyone deserves access to a chosen one. Not everyone can hold your frequency. That is why relationships fell apart. That is why you felt different, even within your own family. But that season is now ending. Your spirit is ready, and your tribe just as refined, just as tested, just as awakened as you, is near. Had you met them before your refinement, you would not have recognized them. You would have rejected what your soul now craves. The isolation was sacred, and now that it has done its work, the season of gathering begins. The purpose of your spiritual awakening. Your awakening was not random, and it was not a trend. It was the divine shaking you by the soul and declaring it is time. It stripped everything away that was not real. Beliefs you inherited, roles you played, masks you wore to survive. All of it began to fall. The things you once tolerated became unbearable. The habits that once numbed you stopped working. Your spirit began crying out for something true, something deep that nothing in the external world could supply. Your awakening was your moment of remembering. The veil was lifted. You started seeing beyond the physical, recognizing signs, sensing energies, reading people without words being spoken. The truth became your home, and truth always separates before it connects. But that separation was not the final destination. It was preparation for alignment, for tribe. Your spiritual awakening raised your frequency, and once your frequency rises, your soul begins broadcasting its true signal. That is when your tribe starts to find you. They hear you. They recognize your spiritual code. But that only happens when you are finally living in your truth. Your tribe is not attracted to your mask. They are drawn to your essence, that raw, healing, evolving version of you. That is why your awakening was necessary. It activated your divine identity and made you visible to the ones who were always meant to walk with you. How to attract and recognize your tribe. Your tribe will not knock on your door and announce they have arrived. This is spiritual alignment, not a social appointment. You attract your soul tribe through vibration, not convenience. You do not find them with your eyes, you find them with your spirit. The first truth is this: you attract who you are, not who you want. If you are still living in fear or pretending to be someone you are not, you will keep drawing in people who match that frequency. Your truth is the magnet. Your light is the invitation. Start living boldly as who you actually are. If you are intuitive, stop hiding it. If you carry healing, start speaking it. If you have a message, begin sharing it. Stop diluting your soul to fit rooms you have already outgrown. When you are unapologetically aligned with your truth, the people who carry that same soul signature will begin to appear. How do you recognize them when they arrive? Your energy will know before your mind does. There is an ease, a resonance. You feel seen without needing to over-explain yourself. You speak the same spiritual language even though your stories are different. There is no pressure to shrink, no need to perform. You feel safe, understood, supported. That is the first sign. Another sign is the mirroring effect. When you are with them, they reflect back parts of you, light and shadow. They encourage your growth without letting you stay small. They challenge you with love and correct you with grace. They are not intimidated by your greatness, and they will not manipulate your vulnerability. They hold sacred space for your evolution. Divine synchronicities will also surround their arrival, repeating numbers, crossing paths repeatedly without logical explanation, dreams of people before you meet them. These are not coincidences. They are signals from a higher orchestration guiding you toward each other. Now, where do you find them? They will not always be in obvious places. Sometimes they are not in your city or even your country. Your role is not to force it, it is to position yourself in alignment. Show up in spaces where truth is being spoken. Engage in communities that feed your soul. Share your voice. Leave comments. Join the conversations. Your tribe cannot find you if you are invisible. And do not underestimate the power of stillness. In your quiet moments, prayer, meditation, solitude, the Most High will give you names, impressions, nudges that make no logical sense but feel right spiritually. Follow them. Trust the divine leading. Your tribe is not meant to complete you. They are meant to align with you. They will not drag you into your purpose. They will meet you in it. The challenges of finding your tribe. This journey is not without tests. One of the first challenges is discerning counterfeits. Not everyone who sounds spiritual is spiritually aligned. Some carry the language of awakening while operating from ego or unhealed wounds. When you are hungry for connection, it is easy to mistake familiarity for true soul resonance. Watch the fruit of what people produce in your life. Does their presence draw you closer to your purpose, or they pull you into confusion? Does being around them sharpen you or drain you? Real tribe will push you into your greatness. False tribe will pull you into their chaos. Trust what your spirit tells you, even when your mind tries to rationalize it away. Another challenge is impatience. After a long season of isolation, when someone shows even a little understanding, it is tempting to cling immediately. But not everyone who understands part of your journey is meant to walk the rest of it with you. Divine connections unfold naturally, without pressure. If you are constantly forcing someone to stay, convincing them of your worth, or shrinking yourself to keep the peace that is not your tribe, old wounds will also surface when you begin meeting your true people. Your tribe mirrors both your light and your shadow. Trust issues, fear of vulnerability, fear of being truly seen, these will come up, not to destroy the connection, but to heal it. Real tribe members will walk through those moments with you, with patience and love. Understand too that some tribe members are seasonal, not lifetime. As you evolve, not everyone will grow at the same pace, and that is not failure. Some connections exist to activate you into your next version. Release them with love when it is time, and know that divine timing will test your faith. You may be ready today while your tribe members are still completing their own preparation. Delays are not denials. They are divine setups, ensuring everything aligns at exactly the right moment. What happens when you unite with your tribe? When you finally unite with your soul tribe, everything shifts. The loneliness, the wandering, the confusion, you realize it all had a purpose. You were being prepared. They were being prepared. And when you meet, it feels like coming home in a world where you always felt like a stranger. Growth accelerates. What once felt heavy and slow suddenly becomes natural. Real tribe does not drain your energy. They amplify it. They water your dreams. They celebrate your gifts without jealousy. They remind you why you were chosen when the world makes you forget. Gifts that were dormant begin to wake up. Prophetic clarity becomes stronger. Intuitive nudges become louder. Spiritual downloads arrive faster. That is because your frequencies match, and when they come together, they unlock doors inside each other that were sealed during the season of solitude. You activate each other's destinies simply by being present. And this is not just about feeling good. It is about fulfilling your divine mission on earth. Together, you rise into the fullness of who you were always meant to be carrying, healing, awakening, and change, not just for yourselves, but for the world. Your sacred role within the tribe. Finding your tribe is not the end. It is the beginning of a new sacred chapter. Within the tribe, you carry a divine assignment that only you can fulfill the way you do. You might be the healer whose words soothe wounds no one else can see. You might be the seer who receives visions that guide the collective. You might be the protector who senses danger before it arrives. You might be the teacher who carries ancient wisdom and awakens it in others simply by speaking truth. Whatever your specific role, know this: you are vital. Without your frequency, your tribe cannot function at full strength. You are not there to compete or compare. You are there to contribute. When you step fully into your role, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage becomes contagious. Your authenticity becomes a lighthouse. Your tribe needs you at your fullest, not the watered-down version, not the silent version that hides out of fear. They need the real you, the bold, healed, purposeful version who walks with authority because you know exactly who sent you. Serving within the tribe is not about exhausting yourself. It flows naturally from a place of divine overflow. Simply being who you are, living in truth, is enough. Your presence is ministry. Your existence is a testimony. Your time is now. Chosen one, take a breath. Feel this moment. You have been walking through the shadows, guided by faith and instinct, wondering when your season would change. This is it. This is the moment. The waiting, the wandering, the weeping, it has all been leading here. You are standing at the edge of your next level. The tribe is forming, the mission is calling, the light within you is rising. You are no longer the version of yourself that was unsure or hiding. That version served its purpose. But it cannot go where you are now headed. The world needs your voice. The people destined to walk beside you are already being drawn to your frequency. The divine is moving behind the scenes, connecting the dots, aligning the timelines. But you must do your part. Own who you are. No more shrinking, no more second-guessing. You are not here to please. You are here to lead. Type 777 if you receive this truth. Not for validation, as a declaration that you are stepping fully into your time. The isolation is over. The awakening has done its work. Conversations will feel divinely timed. Encounters will feel like sacred meetings. This is what happens when a chosen one says yes to their assignment. You are not here to do this alone anymore. The tribe is coming. The mission is awakening. And your spirit, your beautiful, tested, unbreakable spirit, is ready. If this message resonated, share it. Let others who are still searching know they are not alone. Subscribe to Rise of the Chosen and tap the bell, because this space is your spiritual home. Chosen one, may your path be lit, your tribe be revealed, and your purpose fulfilled. This is the rise. This is the moment. Your time is now.